Hello, I'm a duck. I had an old ambition for a very specific aesthetic I was going for, and since I finished my Spider-Verse experiment, stand is on the way, calm down. I think it's time to talk about it. Welcome to Chill Light. Let's talk about Lotus. Chill Light is a very specific setting that is inspired fully by the call of my muse, music. There are certain songs that resonate with me on a creative level like no other. They tap into something deep inside me and, for whatever reason, call to the surface a calming energy that is hard to describe. It is comfort. It is peaceful, but powerful and enveloping. Colors, warmth, array of light somehow cool to the touch. I still don't fully understand it, but I must illustrate the atmosphere. So, that starts with Lotus. Before reaching that atmosphere, I needed to portray a person and their energy. I let that feeling lead me to seeing emotions that I honestly wish I could capture better. Elegance, curiosity, calling, peace. She was some kind of siren. Now that I knew that, I just needed to clean up the line art. When working through this, I found one of Ross's videos that generously gave us one digital art bootcamp session for free. 3 hours of Ross explaining and demonstrating his skills and techniques for free. I've watched it 3 times. Yes, 9 hours of my life learning from this video. I even refer back to it for specific techniques. I'm not sponsored or anything, but if that class is anything to go by, then Ross's courses are surely worth the money. I wouldn't know because I'm a duck, and I don't have any money. But that will change soon, hopefully. Once I do, I will absolutely be attending his classes and report back to you on how amazing they are. Until then, I'll be stealing all the free things. Something else I wanted to discuss about this was the difference in art style I was going for. I was curious at what I would ultimately find consistently showing up in my art, and was really hoping to find that way to differentiate myself. Finding what I felt was unique wouldn't happen until many pieces later, but to think that I had been moving in the right direction back then gives me so much confidence going forward. I specifically remember wanting to have a good amount of semi-realism involved, and in order for me to do that, I ultimately realized that I needed to learn more and more about how to produce it. Anyone that might have been following for a while can probably see that this is how I got to the point of doing my different art studies. Everything is connected for me. Art is a continuous puzzle that I love to solve. There was also an urge for me to include a hard edge in the art in some type of way, which meant I needed line art. This too isn't surprising, seeing as how my art style is sort of rooted in anime from my childhood. Blending those two things in a unique fashion, as much as I was excited to do it, was a pretty tall order for me at this point. But I wouldn't figure it out unless I tried it. During Ross's courses, I got so used to experimenting with values and building up colors to blend more that this bright but empty picture started to take on more life. The values and everything in my pieces of art that I was pushing myself to produce was kind of coming out in a much better way than I thought was possible. And, of course, that meant that this art was going to be great for me because it was doing the thing that I always want from my art. It was surprising me. It's why you see me go over certain areas multiple times with colors. I just kept redefining how I wanted it to turn out and gave myself something more and more to mess around with. This is also why some of the line art starts to dissipate in favor of better rendering, like in the face area. To be honest, watching this and reviewing the process, I wish I had done more of this blending throughout. I want less line art now because when I do any type of definition, that suggests some type of separation. That's all it is, a suggestion. It works better in the long run, but of course back then, I didn't know what I know now. Nevertheless, I was happy, very happy about the line art, and I think that was the problem. I didn't want to get rid of it. But needing a transition just got in the way. I think this is me getting closer to the mindset I had for the Spider-Verse series, even though that wouldn't happen for at least another year. I guess when I'm looking back on the art that I did in the past and see a similar process, it's easier for me to see what I've learned. Think of it like bread and crust. It was important that this had the framework that was needed. The framework was amazing. But I was treating the crust like the star of the show. I can see where my over-reliance on it was holding me back. The opposite can be said about the color I started with. Like I mentioned during the viewpoint, I don't sketch in black, and that can be seen here since everything was started in a pale red color. Learning to incorporate everything with this red was extremely gratifying. It just shows you how far outside of my comfort zone I was willing to go during my later projects. Regardless, I was having a lot of fun, just getting used to bettering the values, rather than saying, oh well, this has to be better because of X, Y, and Z. I slowly took on the arm, the shoulder, the neck, and of course the face got plenty of attention. All at my own pace with ramping excitement and success. One day, I'll definitely take the opportunity to use what I've learned over the years and possibly recreate this, but I can still say that I'm very proud of the process and the overall results. It's funny because now there's nostalgia and history within Lotus, and I can truly appreciate the grind here. But that's all I'll say about this for now. You can all enjoy the coloring and rendering as I close out of the video. Thanks. Regardless though of my thoughts on the process and all the different things I learned up until this point, I will say that I'm very happy about what I did here. And that was Lotus, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this new beginning of a new project. Realistically, this is older than it's older than the art studies, and it's older than Spider-Verse. So it's not really a new study, I'll say. But if you are enjoying this, then do me a favor and spend some time on the channel. The Spider-Verse series should be completed. Stan might not be uploaded right now, but it'll be uploaded very soon. So if you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and take a quick peek at those, enjoy them. And, leave a comment, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed anything here. I have all of my art, as always, on Instagram for now, because I'm not sure how that's going to go with how Meta is trying to utilize AI. We'll see, but I'm also now on Kara, which is kind of what happens when you implement AI into an artist space and that artist no longer wants their art to be subject to that. So a quick little spiel on AI. If you follow me and see what I post, or maybe the things that I talk about, you might have seen me mention things about AI before, or just allude to other posts about it. Here's the thing. I don't dislike AI. completely. I love the advancements that we're able to make involving AI. I like that we're able to automate things, but what I don't like is when artists aren't given the option to opt in or opt out of their art being utilized by AI. If that AI is going to learn something from my artwork, I kind of want to be able to say whether it can or can't. And, that's just my opinion on it. As an artist, I feel like we deserve to have that type of consent involved into whether our art is going to be involved in that as a whole. And if it is, like I said earlier, I am a duck and I don't have any money. Help me buy birdseed. Do I eat birdseed? I eat fruit, okay? Regardless of my dumb little spiel on that, we can talk more about all of that in a different video if you guys want. But I'm sure other people like Ergo Josh and other more prominent artists on YouTube have plenty of information about AI and how it affects artists and how it's utilized. So I might actually allude to their videos somewhere. Maybe I'll drop links. YouTube's weird about that, so we'll see. But with that being said, I will see you soon.